Welcome. We are looking at Mammillaria muehlenpfordtii. It is standing here, wedged between the wall and the railing of the deck, because it's very heavy on top and it's very narrow at the bottom, and without this support it would simply fall. It's a very old plant. I've had it for at least 25 years, and if you think about it, 25 years is a quarter of a century, so it's a long time. It's a lot of years. I got it as a small ball, and it was about this tall when I got it, and then it grew to be a cylinder, and each line here, I hope you can see it, each line here represents a year of growth. And then as the year went by, this cylinder became brown, it corked, and at one point just the center of that cylinder, which was about here, became a line, and then, or rather line this way, and then that line split and it became two centers, and if you look at it, this one is becoming to be horizontal as well. It's not a circle anymore, it's not a circular center, it becomes elongated a little bit. So it tells me that it would split this way again. Same thing happens here. So at one point I think the support of the railing will not be enough. What I might do, and I am very hesitant and I don't want to do it, but I think at one point I will have to do it if I want to save this plant. I will have to cut the top of the plant off from the bottom and then root it and then plant it again, because without the support this plant would simply fall. And I'm turning it around, so if it leans too much to one side, I turn it around a little bit, just like that, and I make it face the other way. But well, it's not natural either for the plant not to be able to stand on its own by itself. As all Mammillarias, it has a circle of flowers around the center. And well, at the beginning there was just one cylinder, one circle of flowers, and then the circle became elongated, and then this year, for the second time, I think it's the second year in a row, when there are two circles, two heads. And who knows how it will look like at the end of the season, right before I will have to put it into dormancy. Maybe this line will be much longer, we'll see, because it's just the beginning of the growth season. So this plant should grow quite a lot. I made a video about it 2 years ago, or even maybe 3 seasons ago, when this was just one center on top, which started splitting, and I will put the link to that video below this video, so you could compare how it grew in a matter of 3 seasons. I think it's quite interesting. And if those flowers are pollinated, which often happens, these flowers will turn into something that looks like red berries, and it will be a circle of red berries, red fruits, really nice as well. But that will be at the end of the season, that will be at the end of the growth period. And when the season is over, I will have to put it in the basement. Again, I have a spot for it where it can lean against the wall, and it will stay in a very dry pot without a drop of water in it throughout the winter, and in quite a cold temperature. It will be beside the window, which is not very well insulated, so if the winter is harsh, if the temperatures outside are low, and by low I mean it could be -10 degrees Celsius, even -20, it happens sometimes, then on the windowsill where it stands, the temperature might drop even below zero, but that would be a very brief brief moment, and it will not harm the plant provided it is completely dry. If even the air around it would be humid, then it would rot, it would die, it would not survive that temperature. But if it's completely dry, if it's just a drop of temperature to below zero temperature just for a few hours at night, it's okay. But throughout the winter, the temperature there is about 10 degrees Celsius, and it's perfect for the plant. Sometimes it's higher, depending on the weather outside. If it's sunny, it's higher. If it's cloudy and the winter is harsh, it might be a little bit lower. But that's a perfect temperature. These are perfect conditions for cacti. And then when it becomes warmer around May, depending on the forecast, it would be the beginning of May or sometimes even past mid-May, when there is no danger of frost anymore, the plant will be put here in this spot. It's been here for many years, and it seems to like it. If it is hot and sunny during the growth season in the summer or late spring or early fall, I water this plant quite a lot. Maybe once a week even. I make sure that the entire pot is soaked with water. The substrate here is well draining, it doesn't retain water, so the entire pot needs to be soaked with water so that all the hair roots, there is a very elaborate root system in this pot, so that all the hair roots are wet. If they are not, they might die, and then the plant will suffer from that because there will be less roots to support it. And then the cycle will close at the end of fall, or not maybe at the end of fall, but at the end of the growth season, because it's not at the end of fall. Somewhere around October, maybe the beginning of October, maybe mid-October, depending on the temperatures outside. If it's sunny and dry, even if it's not that hot, the plant can stay outside and it will be watered less. If it is cloudy, if the temperatures are low, if it's raining from time to time or often or all day long, then I will have to take the plant inside, because what kills cacti is low temperatures combined with high humidity and water. That's the circle of life. Every year it's the same. Every year the process repeats itself, except the plant is a little bit bigger. Except we people, the caretakers of the plants, are becoming older. It's hard to believe that it's been 25 years. I'm not sure the exact time when I got it. It might be even more than 25 years. Okay, so this is it. I will have to remember to put the link with my video of this plant 3 years ago. It will be interesting to see how it has grown, how it has changed. Okay? Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope you like my Mammillaria muehlenpfordtii. I really like it. Have an amazing day.